This week we'll be talking about the concepts of evil as it relates to players in RPGs. By default, many GMs, especially those running fantasy games, disallow evil because the narrative they have created will most often cater to the more classic hero's journey. So on today's Screen Rant, let's open our minds a little about players playing evil in RPG campaigns. Evil, when played in an RPG group, can and should often be subtle. Senseless violence isn't really evil. Truly senseless violence is more along the lines of crazy. If you're killing someone because you're evil, you probably have a reason for it. If you're just walking down the street killing random people that you don't like just because it's Wednesday, that's more because you're Looney Tune nuts than actually evil. So let's try to get those concepts separated. If you're just skinning and burning puppies for no reason, that might not be evil so much as you're a little bit of a nutter. You don't always have to be a villain to be evil. You can love. You can even be kind. You could have people that are important to you and even be a respected member of the community. In real life, some of the people in history we've considered fairly evil were at some point in their history well-liked. Hitler was Man of the Year at one point. The serial killer and rapist Paul Bernardo was referred to by his neighbors as a very cute and sweet fellow with great personality and attitude. Evil can be subtle. Another thing, evil rarely thinks of itself as evil. Most people that commit evil acts do so out of specific desires or goals, often for what they think is the proper or right thing to do. Genocide may seem like a terrible thing to you or me, but to the person orchestrating it, they may feel they're truly helping out the world by cleansing what they see as a terrible presence. I had a Pathfinder character, actually, that was tricked by a witch into thinking that the goddess of death had gotten so lazy and sloppy that the souls of his family were sent to the damnations of hell, despite their innocent nature. As a result, he became a powerful necromancer in an attempt to wrest control of as many souls as he could to keep them out of the clutches of the careless gods. By definitions of the game, what he was doing was remarkably evil, but he thought he was doing the right thing. An evil nature doesn't mean evil actions. Evil can attempt to overcome its nature, despite its limitations. Just because you have urges to skin puppies and burn kittens doesn't mean you have to succumb to them. In fact, playing a truly evil character that's slowly redeeming himself to the side of good can be great storytelling. For any of you that watched, say, the TV show Buffy the Vampire Slayer, yeah, I'm going there. Think about Spike for a moment. Spike was extraordinarily evil, a force of slaughter and destruction, mayhem ruled by his dark, demonic desires. Yet, despite all of that, he purposely chose to reclaim his soul, and in the end even sacrifice himself for the greater good. Playing evil as a stepping stone to character development is a great way to start introducing it into your campaign. Finally, when it comes to evil, it's not always shades of gray like in reality. In some settings, there's no defined good versus evil. Look at games like Shadowrun, where morality is more of a suggestion and there's no real good versus evil dynamic. Although you are often the bad guy in those scenarios, you aren't necessarily evil. But in games like Dungeons & Dragons or Pathfinder, where there are specific good versus evil concepts, heaven, hell, angels, demons, those types of things, defined rules on the subject, you should abide by how those rules work. So, I hope this springboards people into thinking a little more about evil PCs, how they can work in your campaigns. Maybe it isn't for you or your group, or maybe it is and you just never gave it a fair shot. I just want you to think about it a little bit, maybe open up and just think about other role-playing possibilities. Try to expand what you can do. Alright, have a good one, eh?